Okay folks, this is the Jaguar XESV Project 8. It's a bit of a mouthful, but that's okay. So yeah, I think stability control off, traction control on, I think low. This is an all-wheel drive car, and I like to keep traction control off or put it on the low setting. So we're going to do a full tour of the NURBURGRING, the famous track, the long track that all the sports cars use. And I'm going to match it up against this Porsche up ahead. That thing is a GT3 Touring. So it's an optimized version of the normal Porsche Carrera. It's the touring version, which just means that it's missing a rear wing and it's a manual. So this car, this Jaguar, is semi-automatic, so I'm using paddle shifting and ABS on. This car, you could just enjoy the engine, honestly. Jaguar I think wins the game for the sound department. I mean, the V8 engine with a supercharger is just a fantastic sound. So I think that Jaguar wins in the 8-cylinder department at the moment, quite frankly. That's just my opinion. And I've tuned this car as best I can to be as friendly going as I can get it. And I'm really happy with the performance. You know, it turns well, it brakes well, it accelerates well because of the all-wheel drive system. I'm just really, yeah, it's just an enjoyable car to drive. It's not a handful. That car ahead, that GT3, is a fantastic car as well, but completely different. It's more of a handful. It's manual, so you've got to change the gears manually with a stick, which is very immersive, but different. Yeah, so you can see the sun right in our face. I set that intentionally. I like to have it in the evening or the morning. I like the sun low so that it's in your face, because that's realistic. So I'm just taking these low speed corners as best I can before the high speed jump coming up ahead. Beautiful autumn day. So I think I was a bit conservative there. You never really know how fast to hit that jump, because if you hit it too fast, hello helicopter, if you hit it too fast, you will not make the turn and you'll go into the wall, and it's embarrassing. So I'm usually faster than everyone else around this section, but then onto the grass and correct, yeah, sliding almost off the track. Okay, and this section, the foxhole, is famous. It's just brilliant. It's a downhill, uphill. Don't lose your lunch. I cannot imagine the impact on your stomach going through something like that. Beautiful reflections off the trees. So yeah, I think I don't really want to race or pass this guy. I just want to hang with him and just feel him out, see the difference. Both of these cars are mods, so they are not in the original game. Fantastic mods, by the way. So yeah, through these corners I'm actually tapping the brake pedal to get the car to turn in. So I think a good temperature is for the tires is around this 2 bar, pressure. But I don't know, it's just what I've read, so feel free to correct me. Brakes are in a good temperature zone. Okay, so I'm just going to pass him because he's holding me up too much. And there's another GT3, I think, up ahead. Could be a turbo. A bit too deep in there, so I was really tapping the brake pedal to get the car to turn in. Sometimes it's hard to get a all-wheel drive car to turn the way you want it because the front wheels are driving and pushing the car out instead of in. This fast section can be really scary. Now this corner is really tricky. You see how easy it is to go off into the grass and into the barrier. Just a slight kink here, and then into a deep brake. Okay, so that is a turbo. That is a 991 turbo. That is only a few years old. Fantastic car. And ahead is a Ford GT. All fantastic cars. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can pull away from me. I think that turbo Porsche is a much faster car, but I don't know. Sometimes the computer runs away from me. Sometimes it's a real. I'll see now. I just catch up to it so easily and pass it. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Sometimes the computer doesn't drive the car to its full potential. It's the best way I can put it. These slalom corners are fun. It's interesting in the afternoons and evenings, you've got patches of the track that are in complete shade and the track gets cold, and other parts it's all lit up with light and hot. Sun right in your face. These tight low-speed corners are the trickiest for me. So these high-speed ones I get a better feeling for, but the low-speed stuff, it can be really tricky. I'm still working on it. I love that downhill blind slalom. Hello, Mr. Blimp. Okay, so coming up to the last few corners, hard brake here with the sun in your face, and the computer goes into the grass. This one can be tricky. You never really know how slowly to go here. Coming up to the last set of corners, and these are the most tricky because you're almost at the long straight and it's so easy to go in too quickly and hit the wall, and it's really embarrassing. Okay, so I'm gonna just measure the top speed now against this Ford. There's the castle on the right hand side, quite beautiful, and the blimp above us. So I'm kind of hanging with these cars. I don't think I'm able to hit 300, sadly. Slight lift to make the corner. Okay, hard braking zone. And back onto the Grand Prix racing circuit. That Aston Martin next to me is for some reason quite slow. It's a fantastic car, but it just doesn't have the power. I don't know why. Anyway folks, hope you enjoyed that tour of the NURBURGRING, wonderful Jag. Like and subscribe and tell me what you think. Oh, wasn't paying attention.